Tech's Women's Studies program is bringing awareness to an important issue that stretches far beyond campus. Reporter Nick Hay has a special look at the annual gender fair.
A celebrity couple is celebrating the birth of a new child after releasing a very special video last week. MCTV's Tiara Bryant has the story and much more in today's Entertainment Express.
And Tech's baseball is headed into the final stretch of the regular season. MCTV Casey Buscher will have the latest scores and a look at what's to come in sports.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to the Thursday edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Nick Hay.
And I'm Brittni Clemons. The issue of gender and the role it plays in society is an ongoing discussion that has been a hot topic over the last few years.
That's true, Brittni, and though many topics relating to gender can be controversial, one group on the Tech campus is hoping to bring positive change through awareness. I had a chance to stop by the library's Crosland Room to catch the sights and sounds of the 2017 Gender Fair.
This is the 6th annual Gender Fair, and we hold this fair every year in conjunction with students enrolled in the Communication and Gender course. And we have lots of projects that are really aimed at their educational, awareness-oriented, awareness-raising projects that are geared toward bringing about gender equity.
This gender fair is a resource fair, so we're giving people the resources that they need to be more active socially on their campus. And since we are the only feminist organization on campus, we feel it's important to put ourselves out there in a crowd that might be interested in joining our cause and, bringing feminism to Texas Tech. Equality is an ongoing fight. It's a fight that's going to keep going till the end of time, and we need to do our part, because if it's not us, then it's really not going to be anybody.
So you'll notice this year at the fair we have topics being covered such as the gender wage gap, slut shaming, the pink tax, gender marking, which is a central component of our course, really focusing on that communication dynamic and marking our language, how our language is marked by gender. And we also have groups that are covering locker room talk, the importance of counter-hegemonic representations within the media, for example.
The pink tax is essentially a tax on women. They're paying more for everyday gendered products than the men's version or the gender neutral version, and they're usually pink, so that's where the name comes from. We're trying to just raise awareness to women so they can purchase the, men's gendered items, especially for things that, aren't visible. Lotion, stuff that sits in your bathroom, razors, toothbrushes, stuff like that. But also to men too, if you're planning on having a family someday, you're going to want to be aware of what you buy for your wife, what you buy for your daughters. If you're purchasing, their feminine products, my dad does at home, you might not want to be taxed. It can save up to $400 in a woman's lifetime.
We're really just bringing about awareness, and then with the hope that maybe there'll be some changes in terms of attitudes and behaviors that are linked in with gender.
The Women's Studies program hosts events throughout the year that help bring awareness to important issues that face all genders. If you'd like more information on the Women's Studies program and a list of their future events, visit the website located on your screen.
Texas Tech plays many important roles in the Lubbock community, and one of the roles is helping bring people together to build a partnership and exchange information. With that in mind, the university hosted a Small Business Expo yesterday in the McKenzie Market Alumni Center from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Representatives from local businesses and government agencies set up with booths and met with potential clients and partners. The event was part of the initiative that stretches far beyond the South Plains.
We also had the Governor's Office provide a proclamation. This happens to be U.S. Small Business Administration Small Business Week, and so this is actually a national event. Our event is coinciding with the national event, and the Governor's Office and the Mayor's Office both provided a proclamation promoting the event.
Beyond the vendor fair, the Small Business Expo also featured a reception on Tuesday along with the breakout session on Wednesday. The Small Business Expo is organized annually by TTU Procurement Services.
With summer approaching, students may be looking for some reading material to help fill time while hanging out at the pool or sitting on the beach. Luckily, one campus department had some good deals on some great books. Yesterday, the Texas Tech University Press set up shop in the free speech area outside the sub from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Students passing by had a chance to pick up overstock and slightly damaged books for cheap. Prices ranged from $1 for paperbacks, $2 for hardbacks, and $10 for a shopping bag full of books. The items available were all published by the TTU Press.
These are the books that we publish throughout the years, and there's a mixture of our newer books and then titles that have been in the warehouse for over 20 years, just to make room in our warehouse, and also because books go to a vendor and they might get a dinged corner or damaged in some way. They send it back to us and we can't resell it, so those tend to pile up over the months and the years, and then for every semester we usually have a good supply of books to sell to students and faculty of Tech.
The TTU Press book sale is only held once each semester, but new books are available all the time. For a full listing of titles currently available, visit ttupress.org.
Texas Tech School of Art has a rotating schedule of exhibits that showcase artists from here on campus as well as around the world. And right now you can stop by and view an exhibit showcasing a part of American history. Thou Art Will Give is a photographic exhibit currently on display in the SRO Photo Gallery. The exhibit is made up of pictures shot by Eric Kunzman, an instructor at the Rochester Institute of Technology in New York. Kunzman's work showcased the remains of the Eastern State Penitentiary, a prison established by Quakers in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in the late 1820s. The prison was once one of the most famous and expensive in the world, housing well-known inmates such as Al Capone. Kunzman's exhibit retells the story of the prison using excerpts from the warden's logbook along with the photos. The story focuses on the desperate search of redemption of the prisoners and in their treatment. The Art Will Give is on display in the art building from now until May 21st. The SRO Gallery is free and open to the public. Students heading to class the last couple mornings have been caught off guard when they stepped outside. After seeing 90-degree temperatures on Tuesdays, lows fell to nearly 40 degrees last night.
Yeah, Brittany, the walk across campus at 8 a.m. this morning was pretty chilly. Luckily, we've started to warm up this afternoon, and it looks like that should continue as we finish out the first week of May. Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. Sunny skies and lighter winds are making for a beautiful day on the Memorial Circle Cam. Temperatures have risen into the mid-70s, and we aren't seeing any 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts like we did yesterday afternoon. The clear skies will stick around through the evening, and winds will remain calm. Overnight, temperatures will still be a little cool, with lows expected to drop into the upper 40s. Tomorrow, we'll see almost identical conditions with more sunshine and very light winds. Temperatures will be almost 10 degrees higher as we continue a warming trend into the weekend. Overnight, temperatures will be warmer with lows only dropping into the mid-50s. On Saturday, we'll see a day of mostly clear skies and temperatures will increase into the low 90s. Unfortunately, we'll also see an increase in wind speeds with breezy conditions expected throughout the day. Overnight, those winds will bring some clouds into the area, but otherwise it should be a nice mild evening with lows only falling into the low 60s. On Sunday, the clouds will stick around and winds will continue to increase. By Sunday afternoon, we could see wind gusts near 40 miles per hour. Temperatures on Sunday will continue to be warm, but we'll see a very slight cool-off as we end the week. Overnight temperatures will also be slightly cooler with a low in the upper 50s. On Monday, the second week of May kicks off with partly cloudy skies, cooler temperatures, and a chance for thunderstorms. Highs on Monday will climb just above 80 degrees, and we'll see breezy winds throughout the day. Thunderstorm chances continue into the evening, with lows again falling into the upper 50s. On Tuesday, the chance for thunderstorms will continue to grow, and we'll also see an increase in wind speeds. Temperatures will stick around the 80-degree mark, with overnight lows falling back into the upper 50s. We'll also continue to see a chance for thunderstorms overnight, and that will continue into early Wednesday morning. After sunrise, we'll see a decreased chance of thunderstorms, but rain will still be a possibility throughout the day. Wednesday's highs are expected to reach the low 80s, and wind speeds will increase to around 20 to 30 miles per hour in the afternoon. Overnight, rain will stay in the forecast with our best chance for showers after midnight. Low temperatures should drop into the mid-50s, and the windy conditions will stick around into Thursday morning. Looking ahead, another chance of showers and a drop in temperatures should end the week before nicer conditions return next weekend.
A popular morning talk show finally has a new host, and fashion was on full display at the recent event in New York.
MCTV's Tiara Bryant joins us now with a scoop on those stories and more. Tiara?
Thank you, Nick and Brittni, and welcome to this week's edition of Entertainment Express. Ryan Seacrest has officially replaced Michael Strahan on Live as Kelly Ripa's new co-host. The show has been renamed Live with Kelly and Ryan. Kelly announced to the audience earlier this week that Ryan would be joining her every morning, saying, quote, "I am thrilled to start my mornings with him every day, and so we are fortunate at Live to have him join the family." In baby news, singer Ciara and quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson, just welcomed newborn baby girl Sienna Princess Wilson on Friday, April 28th. The reports are saying that the couple are in absolute bliss. The couple posted a video on the final days of Ciara's pregnancy to both of their Instagram pages, captioning it, "You bring us peace." Congratulations to the new addition to the Wilson family. Spice Girl Mel B was just recently granted a restraining order against former nanny Lorene Giles, claiming she was harassing her with sex tapes she has of Mel B in her possession. The restraining order is good until 2022. In fashion news, I put together some of the most popular looks from 2017's Met Gala. First, we have the queen of fashion herself, Riri, sporting a Comme des Garçons from the Fall-Winter 2016 collection. Rihanna fans everywhere were screaming yes as she hit the red carpet. Kendall Jenner comes in second with her barely there custom Julia Hart dress made with over 85,000 crystals. In third is Lala Anthony sporting a blue tie Nguyen outlier, definitely chanting her inner storm, while also being a little shady, wearing a ring on every finger except her ring finger. Coming in fourth is supermodel Gigi Hadid in her golden Tommy Hilfiger gown and fishnets with a fierce eyeliner ring to top it off. And lastly, we can't forget about Jaden Smith sporting an all-black suit with his cut-off dreadlocks as an accessory. But hey, that's what the Met Gala is for, to see the length celebrities' creativity goes. Well, that's all I have for you for this week's edition of Entertainment Express. I'm Tiara Bryant. Back to you, Nick.
Thanks, Tiara. With the semester nearing an end, things are slowing down here on the Tech campus. So if you're looking for something to do, there's not many options, but we still have some ways to kill time before finals begin next week. Let's take a look at the MCTV events calendar. Tonight, the Tech Activities Board finishes up its Thursday night movie series with a screening of John Wick, Chapter 2. The movie features Keanu Reeves as the title character, John Wick, a hitman who returns to the criminal underground only to find that a bounty has been placed on his head. John Wick, Chapter 2 directly follows the events of the first movie, released in 2014. Tonight's event starts at 10 p.m. in the Sub Escondido Theater, and admission is free with a student ID.
If you're looking for an escape from campus, you can take a short trip downtown to experience one of Lubbock's most unique events one last time before the semester ends. The May edition of the First Friday Art Trail is scheduled from 6 to 9 p.m. The trail features art, music, and much more as you tour various art galleries in and around Lubbock's Depot District. This month's event also features a special exhibition from TTU's art department, showcasing work by two of the program's instructors. The exhibit will be on display at TTU's Satellite Gallery at the Charles Adams Studio project during the trail. To access these Charles Adams Studio as well as all other galleries on the Munch Trail, you can catch a free shuttle from the Louis Hopkins Underwood Center for the art starting at 6 p.m.
And on Saturday, let your inner child loose and have some fun during the annual Dino Day at the Museum of Texas Tech. From 1 to 4 p.m., visitors to the TTU Museum can enjoy multiple free activities focusing on dinosaurs. Throughout the afternoon, participants can make crafts, take a picture with a T-Rex, talk to a paleontologist, and ask for dinosaur eggs. Along with the special activities, attendees will also be able to see any of the museum's planetarium shows for free. If you'd like more info about Dino Day and learn more about the Museum of Texas Tech, visit museum.ttu.edu.
Tech Spring sports are making headlines as several teams and athletes continue to be ranked top in the nation.
From baseball to track to tennis, MCTV's Casey Buscher has all the scores and highlights from another busy week in Tech athletics. Casey?
Thanks, Brittni and Nick. This past weekend, Texas Tech baseball moved closer to clinching first place in the Big 12 after beating TCU 21-3. Following the weekend, the Red Raiders faced Ohio State last night, in Columbus winning 5-3. With the win, Tech will keep their spot as the fourth-ranked team in the nation. The Red Raiders are hoping to finish strong against West Virginia this weekend in Morgantown, and for the last regular season home series against Kansas. This weekend's series kicks off against the Mountaineers at 5:30 p.m. on Friday. Texas Tech baseball is now 11-7 in conference play and 37-12 overall. Juniors Stephen Champlin and Vishani Latham both won Track and Field Athlete of the Week honors for the Big 12 Conference for their performances at the Red Raiders Shootout. Champlin put together a 45.01 400-meter run to claim first at the meet. His performance was the lifetime best and earned him the 4th nationally ranked spot as well as the number 7 world ranked position. Latham has continued to produce strong marks throughout the season in the women's jumps, with the most recent accomplishment being her long jump mark. The current mark is almost a 1.5 foot lifetime best improvement for Latham, moving her up to number 5 in the national rankings and number 9 in the world amongst moderately wind marks. 2 Texas Tech women's tennis singles players and a doubles pair have qualified for the NCAA Division I Women's Tennis Championships. Junior Gabriela Talaba and sophomore Felicity Maltby have been selected to compete in the singles competition, while doubles duo Sabrina Federici and Sarah DeVark will represent Texas Tech in the doubles competition. Talaba was selected as one of the top 16 national seeds for the singles tournament. The singles and doubles competition will be conducted May 24th through 29th in Athens, Georgia. As we are many games into the NBA playoffs, a few teams are looking like champions. In the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers are leading the conference, both up 2-0. The Cavs defeated the Raptors last night 125-103, with Kyrie Irving and LeBron James collecting 61 of the points. The Celtics took their 3rd win tonight against the Washington Wizards. In the Western Conference, the Golden State Warriors led the Utah Jazz up 1-0, with all 5 starters finishing with double-digit points last game. The Houston Rockets and the San Antonio Spurs are in a competitive matchup tied 1-1. James Harden is still in the talks for MVP, but will his average of 29 points, 8 rebounds, and 11 assists be good enough? We'll have to wait and see. The NFL Draft was an exciting night for Red Raider fans. Our very own Patrick Mahomes was drafted number 10 to the Kansas City Chiefs. Not only was Mahomes drafted, but Reginald Davis was signed by the Atlanta Falcons, alongside former quarterback Davis Webb. And Andre Pipkins was signed by the Washington Redskins. That's all I have for sports. Back to you, Brittni and Nick.
Thanks, Casey. So, Nick, are you getting ready for any finals this week?
I am, and I'm ready for it all to be over. What about yourself?
Yeah, I am too. That's all for today's edition of MCTV Weekday Update.
Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. We'll see you next week.